Hey guys, and welcome to this video on Black Moon Lilith in the second house. If you have Black Moon Lilith in the second house in your natal chart in astrology, this video is for you. So we're going to talk about what Lilith means, what the second house means, and what it means if you have Lilith here. So just a reminder, if you haven't seen my other Lilith videos, Lilith was the original first lady who was kicked out of the Garden of Eden because she wanted to be on top. She would not submit to Adam. And so there are different variations of the story, but the gist of it is that her honest desires were made to be wrong and she was outcast for it. So wherever we have Lilith in our chart by sign and house is where we can see these kind of themes in our life. The themes of not being accepted for our honest, natural desires. And sometimes we can end up not doing that thing because we're afraid of the rejection, or we can end up doing it anyway and just facing the wrath of the people around us, judging us or criticizing us or thinking we are wrong. And so wherever we have Lilith, there's an opportunity for self-acceptance of that thing, of that desire that usually is somehow different or made to be wrong, different in comparison to the people around us. So it might not be that strange, but when everyone around you is a certain way and you're the only one who isn't that way, you are the outsider of that group, even if you're the one who's normal. So just because something is common doesn't mean it's normal. So let's go on now to the second house. The second house in astrology is our value, our money, what we own. It's a very, this house is really focused on survival, what we have, what skills we have that we can bring to the table that we can make money off of. And it's really rooted in the self, feelings about the self, feelings of self-empowerment, self-esteem, self-worth. This is where it's like the basis. Self-worth is the foundation for the second house. And then what comes out of that foundation is our money, our possessions, our home, our food, even the food we eat, everything we own that is ours. That's our second house. Again, the skills we have, we can make money off of. So when you have Lilith in this house, people are going to reject your natural way of making money, your natural skills, your skill set, what you want to do, and your values. Okay. And so this is one that can be tricky because when you have people react to you, like the things you value are not okay because it's not what they value. This could be something as simple as wanting to eat healthy and you grow up in a family that doesn't. Or, wanting to have a big house and you grow up in a family who really values minimalism or simplicity, and so you end up feeling wrong for the things that you want. Now, another way this can manifest, though, is like this can be all totally unconscious, subconscious, and you can end up taking on the values of the people around you and never questioning it, never opening up to your true values because of the fear of unleashing that inner Lilith can be so strong, and it's subconscious. So it's like, depending on, how you grew up and stuff, you could end up never opening that Pandora's box because of the fear, the deep, sometimes there's a deep knowing that you are not living in alignment with your values, but then there's a superficial way of life that supersedes that. Okay, so going back to the eating healthy example. So this would be like someone who is eating the way their family eats because they don't want to make waves, even though they wish they could eat healthier, or they deep down want to value something else, but they're not letting themselves because the consequences of going against what everyone else thinks are too great. So let me look at my notes here. It can also be your natural way of earning money is not accepted. So this could even be something, again, as simple as you want to work online and your family believes in hard work and labor. And so they reject you for that. Or, you want to be a nanny, or you want to be on Broadway and you have a family who just doesn't get that. Or, again, it could be something like they want you to be a doctor and you don't want to be a doctor. You want to do something else, anything else. and then you feel that rejection for what you value and what you want to be doing. So another thing that you can experience with Lilith here is other people judging your worth, perhaps misjudging your worth, other people not seeing your value. And I would say this is probably one of the stronger themes of this house is people not seeing your value. And the way to heal this Lilith is you have to see your own value. You have to get to a place if you want to heal it. I mean, you don't have to do anything, but if you're trying to actively heal this challenge, this Lilith situation you got going on, is to get to a place where you know what you're doing is valuable. You know that the work product you're putting out is good. You know how to judge it, what to judge it by. You could have a distortion here on whether what you're doing is even good or not because of the psychological effects of other people not seeing your value. So if you have Lilith here, you may have to work harder for self-worth and self-esteem. You might have to really, really work to be able to see what you bring to the table. Oftentimes, the things that make us the most valuable are actually like the things that we don't even see. Like, we don't even see how just the way we are uplifts someone, right? Like, we don't see our sun. Wherever your sun is in astrology, look up those gifts if you have this placement, because it's likely that, I mean, most people don't know what their gifts are, okay? Most people, I can say that from doing readings and stuff for as long as I have, that most people do not know what their natural gifts are because they come so naturally and they feel so natural that people don't think, oh, I'm really good at this usually. And with Lilith here, there is a need to learn self-appreciation and value and how to determine that what you're doing is valuable to you. Learn what your own values are outside of the other people around you and really solidify that in whatever way you need to ground that into your life and make it like really stake your claim when it comes to know this is what I want. And so that is what I have for Lilith in the second house. Let me know in a comment below if it resonates. I'm also doing a reading sale through the 27th, so check out the link below if you want to get in on that. And I will see you all in the next video.